We have compiled the best methods for cooling bundt cake, which will ensure yours don't fall apart when you are trying to remove it from the pan, or that your frosting doesn't melt off or separate when you are trying to decorate. What is bundt cake? The first thing that makes a bundt cake unique is the shape that the cake batter is baked in. Traditional bundt cake pans are round with a hole in the middle. There are naturally many different shapes and sizes of bundt cake pans, and some even have beautiful and intricate patterns on the side. Hot cake is fragile. When working with hot cake, the ingredients and bonds between them are very stretched out. As the cake cools, the bonds contract and create a more stable cake. Cooled cakes are easier to remove from the pan. By even cooling a bundt cake for a few minutes inside the pan, you will already find that it is much easier to remove from the pan, especially when the cake has accidentally burnt. It is easier to decorate. Cooling a bundt cake before decorating it will allow you to use temperature-sensitive ingredients. This includes most frostings like buttercream frosting, meringue-based frostings, glazes, and even jelly-based coatings. How to cool a bundt cake? Cool it at room temperature. Place the bundt cake on a cooling rack. Leave it until it has completely cooled. Then, gently remove the cake from the pan by inverting it over a plate or another cooling rack. Remove it from the bundt pan. You can also only leave it for about 10 minutes or until the pan has cooled down. Then, you can place a wire rack over the open side of the pan and flip it over, releasing the cake from its tin. Place it inside the fridge or freezer. Once the fully baked cake is cool, place the wire rack inside the fridge or the freezer. The cold circulating air will help your cake cool much quicker compared to room temperature. Cut the cake into smaller pieces. This is a very common rule in the kitchen when it comes to cooling food and baked goods. The larger the surface area is, the more of it is exposed to air, which ultimately means that it cools much more quickly. How long does to cool bundt cake? It depends entirely on the size of your cake. Smaller bundt cakes will take less time to completely cool compared to massive ones. On average, a 10-inch bundt cake will take about 2 to 3 hours to completely cool at room temperature. If you are cooling it inside the fridge or freezer, it will reduce the time by at least an hour. Tips and tricks. How to cool a bundt cake has never been easier. By following the many different methods we have set out today, you can prevent having your cake fall apart or your frosting from melting. You will have a perfectly baked and decorated cake that everyone will be in awe of. Remember to let us know what you thought of this tutorial in the comments below, and share this video with anyone struggling to get the perfect bundt cake. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.